In this video, we're exploring the difference between baking soda versus baking powder. Now, you might ask, why do we even need to know this? Well, if you've ever wondered why your cakes rise or your cookies spread, the answer lies in these two magical ingredients. They're the unseen heroes in your kitchen, the silent leaveners that give your baked goods their light and airy structure. Baking soda is a pure alkaline, a powerful substance that reacts with acidic liquids in your recipes to create carbon dioxide, which gives rise to doughs and batters. On the other hand, baking powder, a more versatile actor, is a blend of baking soda, an acidic ingredient, and a thickener. It reacts not just once but twice, first when it encounters any liquid and then again during baking. Both agents play their parts in promoting leavening, browning, and even delaying batter setting in your baked masterpieces. They're a little like the baking equivalent of a superhero duo, each with their own unique superpowers. Let's start with understanding what each of these ingredients is and how they work. Before we go any further, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Baking soda, also known as pure alkaline, plays a crucial role in baking. But what does that really mean? Well, let's delve into the science of it. Baking soda, scientifically known as sodium bicarbonate, is a base. Now, if you recall your high school chemistry, bases are substances that can accept hydrogen ions. This is important because it's this very property that makes baking soda an effective leavening agent. When mixed into a batter, baking soda undergoes a chemical reaction with the acidic ingredients present, producing carbon dioxide gas. This gas gets trapped within the batter, causing it to rise and giving your baked goods that delightful fluffy texture we all love. But that's not all. Baking soda also promotes browning in baked goods. During the baking process, it helps in the Maillard reaction, a chemical reaction between amino acids and reducing sugars that gives browned food its distinctive flavor. This reaction is what turns a pale dough into a golden brown loaf of bread or a batch of cookies. Interestingly, baking soda also has the ability to delay batter setting. This means that it extends the time during which the batter remains in a liquid state before it starts to set in the heat of the oven. This gives the gas bubbles created during the leavening process more time to expand, further enhancing the fluffy texture of the baked goods. Now remember, baking soda is all about balance. It reacts with acidic liquids, so it's crucial to ensure the right amount is used in your recipes. Too much baking soda and your baked goods might taste soapy. Too little and they might be flat and dense. Now that we've understood baking soda, let's move on to baking powder. Baking powder, unlike baking soda, is a mixture of several ingredients. It's like a complete package, ready to kickstart the leavening process in your baked goods. It combines the alkaline baking soda with an acidic component and a thickener. This combination is what gives baking powder its unique properties. Let's delve a little deeper. The acidic ingredient in baking powder comes into play when it's mixed with a liquid. It reacts with the baking soda, releasing carbon dioxide gas, which causes your dough or batter to rise. Now, you might come across terms like single-acting and double-acting baking powder. What's the difference, you ask? Well, single-acting baking powder reacts once when it comes into contact with a liquid. Double-acting, on the other hand, has a trick up its sleeve. It reacts twice, first when mixed with a liquid, and then again when heated. This gives your baked goods an extra lift as they bake. But that's not all. Baking powder also plays a crucial role in promoting leavening. This means it helps your baked goods to rise and become light and fluffy. It's a bit like the secret ingredient in your favorite fluffy pancake recipe. And the best part? Baking powder isn't picky, it reacts with any liquid, making it a versatile ingredient in a wide range of recipes. With a clear understanding of both baking soda and baking powder, we can now compare them. Though baking soda and baking powder share some similarities, they are not interchangeable. This is largely due to their differing chemical compositions and the way they react in recipes. Let's talk about substitution ratios. Baking soda, being a pure alkaline, is much stronger than baking powder. If you ever find yourself out of baking powder but have baking soda on hand, you can make your own by mixing 2 parts cream of tartar to 1 part baking soda. However, if you're in the opposite situation and only have baking powder, substituting for baking soda isn't as straightforward. You'd need to use up to 4 times the amount of baking powder to achieve the same leavening effect, which could potentially affect the taste of your baked goods. Now, onto the types of recipes each leavening agent is suited for. Baking powder, which is a mixture of baking soda, an acidic ingredient, and a thickener, works well in recipes that are naturally alkaline. This is because it contains its own acid and doesn't need another one in the recipe to react with. Baking soda, on the other hand, requires an acidic component in the recipe to activate its leavening properties. That's why you'll often see it used in recipes that include ingredients like buttermilk vinegar or citrus juice. Some recipes may call for both baking soda and baking powder. This is usually to achieve a specific texture, lift, or browning effect. For example, baking soda can enhance browning and delay batter setting, while baking powder promotes overall leavening. Using both in a recipe can strike a balance between these effects, leading to a perfectly risen, golden brown baked good. We hope this comparison has made the difference between baking soda and baking powder crystal clear. As we wrap up our discussion on baking soda versus baking powder, what's the difference? Let's take a moment to highlight our key takeaways. We've learned that baking soda is pure alkaline and reacts with acidic liquids, enhancing browning and delaying batter setting. On the other hand, baking powder is a blend of baking soda, an acidic ingredient, and a thickener, reacting with any liquid and suitable for alkaline recipes. Some recipes may even call for both to achieve the desired texture, lift, and browning effect. It's these unique properties that make them essential leavening agents in baking. Understanding these ingredients and their interactions can truly make or break your baking endeavors, proving that science has a vital role in the kitchen. If you found this video useful, do leave a comment below. And before you go, thank you so much for watching our video, and please make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you want to know the 22 cleaning problems you can solve with baking soda, watch the video on your screen next. Finally, remember to use our calorie and protein calculator in the description below to kickstart and track your fitness journey. It can be your companion and accountability partner on your journey to better health.